Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
Alright folks, this is my egg video that I'm making. I bought these when I bought my chickens. As you can tell, well, you might not be able to tell, some of the browns are lighter than the other ones. And yes, those are Americana eggs. This is a Buff Orpington or Orpington, whatever. Rhode Island Reds and Americana egg. That's basically what I've got here. This was $4.50. So maybe I'll get one Americana if they hatch. Hopefully they will. I'm going to put these in my homemade incubator. There we go. My brain kind of went blank there for a minute. And I'll show you what I got on my incubator. That's my incubator. Hold on a second. Let me turn on the light. Come on. There we go. Alright. I got my ventilation hose. It's a steel air incubator. Alright. Basically, I got this tote right here. I don't know how many gallons it is. Let's see. The big one is an 18-gallon tote, and I'm not sure. You can go to Walmart. Both of these come from Walmart with the lids and everything. So whatever they got at Walmart, I think it's like $5 a piece. I mean, it wasn't very much. I bought this at Walmart, which is just a socket, push button socket. This is one of the brown extension cords, and drilled holes in there for ventilation. Alright, inside we have our water dish to help with our humidity, which I just cranked this thing open, so it's not ready to go yet. It's almost is. Now that's from Walmart too. It's a little $10. The humidity's at 46, and the temperature is at 102, which is about right. You can fluctuate all the way to, if you get up to 107, that gets high, a little too high for it. 102, and it's about ready to cut off. Now, how I got it cut off, to get it to cut off, is that thermostat right there. It's an old water heater thermostat. I mean, it's a low temp water heater thermostat, and they run about 10. In fact, that one ran $10 at Ace. It has two terminal contacts on it, and it's plugged into light switch right. I mean, an outlet right there. You bring the hot wire all the way to the socket, and then from the socket you bring the neutral to the top terminal, and then from the bottom terminal you run it back to the plug, and once it gets the proper temperature it'll cut off, and then once it reaches a lower temperature it'll cut back on. So it's enough to incubate. If you just do the two totes alone, it's not enough. It will not ever cut off, and that's one thing I wanted it to do, was to cut off, so it's conserve on electricity and things like that. I put insulation in here. This insulation was free. It's basically just it's R13 or R11 house insulation, and I stuck it all the way around the sides, and it worked great, you know. So that's what we got. I'm gonna rig up my eggs so they'll be sitting in here and get right back with you. Alright folks, back, got my eggs situated in there. It's kind of hard when there are so many eggs in such a smaller space. The humidity and the temperature is what you need to worry about, and you need to turn your eggs, and I'll explain that in just a minute. The temperature needs to fall no lower than 98, and you see it's 99, but we're just starting incubation, so it's fine. The eggs that I got were refrigerated, or well, cooled. I wouldn't say refrigerated, but they were cooled, which sort of puts them in a dormancy stage, and you want to let those sit to room temperature, and once they get to room temperature, these have been sitting out about 2 hours to get them to room temperature. Then you want to place them in here, and we got 99 degrees now. Of course, my room temperature is different because I ain't been running air conditioning. It's almost 90 degrees so far, so they're already pretty warm. You need ventilation because eggs produce carbon dioxide when they are incubating, so you will need ventilation. So that's the ventilation holes. The max temperature in a still air is 107, I believe, but I would be hesitant to get it that high. Between 98 and 102, 103. Alright, you need, the water is in here for humidity. You need humidity around 70%. That's why that's in there. I'm going to check it periodically. And about the last week, it needs to bump up to 80%. You don't want them too wet, you don't want them too dry. And there's reasons for that. I mean, there's a book that I picked up from Tractor Supply. It's called Story's Guide to Raising Chickens, and here's a cover of it. And this is a new edition or whatever. Who cares? But I think it's about 20 bucks. Let's see if I can, yeah, 20 bucks US, and it's pretty good. It's got good information in it. But and that's a 40-watt light bulb, by the way. The reason why the eggs are tilted like this is because you need to turn them. You need to keep the tip or the point down. I'll show you if I can get one out here. Not breaking it. See how it's kind of oblong? You want to keep the sharp end or the tip down and the big end, the air bubble up top. Otherwise, chicks will possibly drown while trying to peep, or pip, sorry, not peep, pip. So it's not a good idea to do that. Basically turn them 3 times a day, or you can turn them more than that. The reason why you turn them is because the embryo doesn't get stuck to the side of the shell, which can cause birth defects and just all kind of things. But the total cost of this project right here, the eggs were $4.50, and this is 20 eggs. The thermometer was 10, and that come from Walmart. It's just a AA battery operated. The totes together were less than $10. I think it was like 9 something. So we'll say 10. So that's 25. We'll just go ahead and say $25. The light bulb was, the socket right there was $2. The extension cord was $2. So you're looking at $5. So 30, and then 10 for that. That's $40 for an incubator for 20 eggs. And the cheapest one I saw was $50. So it's not really that better, but at the same time, I kind of like being able to make my own stuff. It's kind of neat. Any questions or comments, you know where to leave them, and as always, see you on the next one.